G'day, I'm Nick Goldschmidt. I'm a winemaker. And for those who have never met me or don't know me, I was a corporate winemaker for 25 years. I was the winemaker at Simi for 14 years, owned by Louis Vuitton. I was the chief still winemaker for Louis Vuitton, Cloudy Bay, Cape Mantel, Ruffino, Terrassus, and Roses. I was the first winemaker for Terrassus as well. We got sold to Constellation. I ran Icon Estates, Franciscan Estancia, Blackstone, Ravenswood. And then I left Simi and went to the largest company in the world, Allied Domecq, Clos de Bois, William Hill, SP, Gary Farrell, Mum, Bonavista, Campo Viejo, Max de Renzo, Isios, Tassos, Villeray, Brancott, Stoneleigh. Anyway, about 80 wineries in 7 countries, and then we got sold to Jim Beam, and then we got sold to Constellation. I got my job back. So here I am. In 2008, I went out on my own. So why do I make wine? I make wine to support small family growers. Many have been let go by the large companies that I used to work for. I also support small retailers and small restaurateurs. And many of these companies or many of these people that I've been working with, I'm now on the 2nd generation, or in some instances even the 3rd generation. The second thing we do, we are natural wine, but we use refrigeration. So we take our natural hazy wine, we put it in a tank, we turn the refrigeration down, we rack it off, we have a clean natural wine. We do not add any yeast, acid, water, mega purple. All of our wines are vegan, no egg whites like most of French wine. 1 vineyard, 1 vintage, and 1 variety. All of our vineyards are next to very famous neighbors, and so we provide a true value. And then lastly, we make wines of soul. Terroir needs to be redefined. If you irrigate, you change the terroir. If you farm organically, you're changing the terroir. We try to be regenerative farmers. And when I travel the world and consult, because I still consult for 26 other wineries in 6 countries, I stay with the winemaker, I eat their food, I play with their kids, and through that, I learn about what traditional winemaking and what great winemaking is for those regions. Right, let's talk about the wines that you currently have. The first 2 are the Red Fidelities, Red Blend. The story about Fidelity, Broken Heart. First vintage, in 1999, I got a call from a grower who was going bankrupt. I said, look, I can help you out. I called up a small independent buyer, Sam's Club, Walmart. They agreed to take the wine. We launched it on Valentine's Day. We called it Fidelity, put a big heart on the label. After Valentine's Day, the buyer called me and says, I've got 500 cases left. I don't know what to do with. I said, don't worry, I'll sell it. Next day, 92 points best by Wine Enthusiast. The buyer called me up and said, can I get my wine back? So today, there's a broken heart on the label. And this is why we sell this wine to small independent retailers and small independent restaurateurs. The Red Blend is a blend of Cab, Merlot, Franc, Malbec. There is no, and Petit Verdot, there is no Syrah, no Zinfandel, made in a classic left bank Bordeaux style, dominated by Merlot, rich, intense. Key thing with Merlot is clay soil, as you know with Pomerol, which we can talk about later. Zinfandel comes from my own vineyard called Rail Yard, which is in Geyserville, and we make this in a style that you can have 2 glasses without falling over. That's pretty cool. The third wine we're hoping that we can present with you in the future is the Sauvignon Blanc from the Russian River. Line price, fantastic. You can't beat that. Next up, Singing Tree Chardonnay. We make this in a Pomerol style. We made this in a classic Chablis style. It's got limited amount of oaks, made in a concrete tank. So you get that brightness and that zippiness, but you get a nutty character from the lees, which we try to go for. And if you think about how Chardonnay today is mainly Dijon clone and UC Davis clones. Dijon clones all taste like a white peach. UC Davis clones are all apple and pear. But if you think passion fruit, melon, peach, pear, apple, guava, grapefruit, lime, grassy, warm fruit, cool fruit, what we have is the C selection. It's all Marsal, and so you have a lot more texture, a lot more sort of flavor profile as an aromatic when you compare it with the traditional Russian River represented by this red line. So it's going to be very bright and very easy to drink. And then lastly, you have Catherine. She's my middle daughter. We have 5 children. She faces a different direction on the label than Chelsea and Hillary, because Catherine's the middle child, liar, manipulator, bullshit artist, thinks outside the box. When Chelsea was 2, we traced her in the head and she coloured it in. That's where it comes from. Stylistically, Alexander Valley has got more straight up and down tannin, more red fruit, red cherry, boysenberry, blueberry, black cherry, whereas Napa Valley is going to have more texture and usually because of higher alcohol and usually because it has more fructose, and that's why it has more texture. boysenberry, blueberry, black cherry, and plum. So we definitely make Hillary in that style. But Catherine is going to be more zippy, red fruit, perfect for by the glass. Anyway, Breakthru, Pennsylvania. Love you guys. Let's do some business. Cheers.